Welcome back. Americans saved more during the pandemic than they had in years, but was that because of smart money moves or because they had nowhere to spend it? Local financial professional John Vandergriff from Blue Ridge Wealth Planners joins us now to discuss different money personality types and how each influences our money decisions. So first of all, John, let's talk about money personality. What are we talking about here?
So this affects the way that you handle money and what happens when it's in your care. And so some of these can be learned behaviors that we've seen, growing up, maybe modeling things very similar or the opposite of what we grew up in our household. Or it could be just from different life stages that we maybe haven't grown out of. But what we do after we get this money and then how we naturally are inclined to handle that can affect whether that's a good thing, especially if we're married, and then how we maybe change that as we move forward.
All right, well, let's talk about some of the types then to kind of break it down for us.
Yeah, so we've got, first one is the careful saver, because again, there are people that, whether they grew up on a commission income or maybe didn't have as much money, they just always want to make sure that they have access to it. And so what we say is, as you look at these, none of these four are bad. It's just how they match up together, especially in a couple will be interesting, because if you have two savers, you probably won't enjoy yourself very much. If you have two spenders, you probably won't end up having anything. So having some type of mix and identifying which one you are is really important. But getting those savings into a position where they're actually working in something is where you kind of separate between the careful saver and the savvy investor. Both are putting money away. It's just, are you letting it erode in a savings account, or are you putting it to work, trying to invest it for your future so that you can get more out of what you're putting away?
Sure. So you're saying maybe to have fun, if you're a careful saver, maybe you need to marry a compulsive spender.
I typically say it's good to have one of both. It's better if the saver has a little bit more control over what happens in the family. But what you got to be careful of is the compulsive spender needs to have some things in and kind of guardrails, I want to call it. So if whether it's automatically taking savings and just hiding it from yourself in some capacity in an account that you won't spend, putting it into 401k, just trying to build things around those habitual habits of spending too much. And then risk taker, it's not bad to take risk, it just needs to match the phase of life you're in. And so a lot of people today are in a position where they're, maybe taking more risk than they thought, especially as they get into retirement and with the market the way it is right now. It is a good time to look and say, first, how much risk am I taking? And if it's not what I want it to be, how do I adjust that to make sure that it fits where I want to be moving forward? And that's something where anybody has any trouble with that, contact us, blueridgewealth.com. We go through a process to help you highlight some of those things.
I know you ask a lot of questions. You kind of see exactly where you're going and what your goals are for the future. And how much longer do you have to go till you retire to kind of figure out how much risk you want to take. Other tips as far as helping us change, kind of get into some type of pattern? What do we
I think the first is identifying which one you naturally are more inclined to be, and then trying to put some just practical steps in to help you deploy some things. Like if you are a saver, maybe having an investment account where you naturally draw some of that money out and put it into investments. If you're a spender, maybe limiting the amount of money that comes into certain bank accounts that you spend, because we're all guilty of having money in our pocket and typically that ends up disappearing. So
when we were kids, it was called an allowance.
Right.
Just got a little bit. That's all you got. The rest you had to put in your piggy bank.
John,
appreciate it very much as always.
Sure.
Great advice. Elizabeth?